So hello everyone, Mondon here, and welcome to my review of Ballroom E Youkoso episode 4 and 5. I said them both yesterday, right? Really good anime as always. Really good. Fantastic anime. I loved episode 5. That is probably my favorite episode so far of the first 5 here. It's a great, it's very good, right? And episode 4 is good as well, but 5 I think yes, finally get here with Mako. So I really love this thing with pairing up here. But let's go over episode 4 first and then go episode 5. So one thing that was bugging me was the gorilla sound part. Was before I did kind of say that in my oral prediction, I was like, yeah, he probably didn't push him down because how they angled that thing, he probably didn't mean to. So I don't think he actually touched him. He probably intimidated him, but they didn't even do that. So I felt a little sorry that I watched episode 4. I was like, man, this guy is so nice. He's a super nice guy too, and I can't believe I didn't trust him. I was kind of that like, oh man, he's super nice. But on that point though, Tatara going to Hyoudo's hospital and so on, right? But he's there, yeah. So, but I say one thing there I didn't like. That's probably the only thing I really didn't like here. Is that the main character is a wussy, super nice guy, and then a little, you know, too nice, right? And that, so going there makes sense. He feeling some guilt makes sense. They provoked him and so on, right? So I like that. But I think it pushes a little too much when he's like, oh, it's all my fault. When it's clearly that Sengoku tricked him to do it. Suka could have said no, Hyoudo could have, you know, don't generally, but like Suka said no as well as well. So I feel that's a little unrealistic to me. They would blame himself so much. I think most people would feel guilty, right? But it wouldn't be that much. We would feel guilty, but more on the provocation, more on that side. I don't think he should be very guilty on like the actual disqualification of 6 months. That is absolutely his fault, and I think that to me is a little silly. Because like, oh my god, that I don't like that. I think they pushed it too much there, right? Of course, he's supposed to be a nervous guy, I suppose. So, but I think yeah, I think it was too much, over the top, in my opinion. Probably already covered episode. Otherwise, the whole Hyoudo part, the whole Latin dance there, that was great. He was like, I'm blacked out. I was so into it. Right? Doing that whole thing. It was like his last dance, the swan song, right? And that was great. So I think that was pretty beautiful, the whole thing there. And then of course ended up injured. So Sengoku's plan was of course that he wanted him to be disqualified, so he would injure his knee, but he injured his knee anyway and got disqualified. But I guess it's kind of like yeah, whatever. He's out for 6 months, so he can rest for a few months at least. So that's good, right? Because usually in a sport anime, semi-choreographed balance, as I mentioned earlier, those kind of things are very much like there's always a guy in those animes, right? They get injured. Then they try too hard, they get injured again usually, and the big problem too, in all this, whatever, your hospitality, the close one last season, cool guy there, is that they always are like, okay, if you get injured again, you can never walk again. It's also the thing like, yeah, but if you get injured like one more time, you can't ever dance, or you do play football, right? And they're always like, but I have to do it for my team, or for this or this, so it's my last year in tryout. It's always that thing, right? So, I felt like that was because thing with Hyoudo. It's like, well, I have to be the best to get an injury his knee permanently. It's like, oh, you could never even walk again. You could be like, yeah, you have to amputate. That's kind of the level how they didn't present it, but that's kind of the underlying feeling you had, right? So obviously that was Sengoku wanted to get him out of the tournament for a while. It's like purposely trying to get him out there, but it was a little too late though. He injured himself anyway, yeah, and got disqualified. So, but I guess that at Hyoudo, he won't appear, I would believe, until episode probably 10 or more. So I think he's out there for a bit now. And we're gonna see this other couple levels, Suzuka and Gadio, episode 5, and then of course Tatara and Mako. So let's go to that episode 5 then. So seeing it from the beginning, the entry there, Gadio is like, you're gonna dance with me now, woman, you're my woman now. Yeah, he's a very forceful guy, very aggressive guy, and he's always blaming the sisters, like, she sucks. That's why we didn't win this one, poor Mako. So he's a very energetic guy. He's clearly the new kind of rival then, a much more, you know, in your face rival than what Hyoudo was. So I guess he has 2 rivals now. So that's pretty interesting. But it also feels like he has 2 rivals. But it definitely seems to me that it's like, okay, now Gabi is a rival, and then Hyoudo's gonna heal and come back in like 10 episodes or whatever, and then he's gonna be the rival again. If he's like, doesn't feel like he's going to have 2 rivals at the same time. It's like I can have 1 rival, and they're both the girl he actually wants. I guess Suzuka, kinda, right? So that's kind of like, that's probably. how it's gonna be. But I think it's his own girl. I really like episode 5 because I've said this for a while now, but it's really interesting to him finally having someone to pair up with. So finding someone he could like, you know, develop skills with, change their different, like, okay, we do the waltz, but we can do this thing at this moment, like doing that thing. That is really good. This year is sorting that out, and we can see the preview for next week, episode down in 2 weeks, whatever. That they're gonna dance a lot together. They're gonna have his you know, his rival there. Guys gonna be as well, and then they're also gonna like call each other on the phone late at night. So I think that they're also gonna develop some kind of, I think, relationship, right? Like she might fall for him. But when they were falling there, she was like, "Oh, you saved me!" Yeah, like that's just in there, like, he's kind of a nice guy, yeah. So she at least probably gonna develop feelings for him, right? So there's gonna be some kind of dance going on, which I think is really good because maybe I watched too much Dancing with the Stars thing, but it's so classic there in that TV show and general social that it's reality show, right? That those people are usually dating their like partner, training afterwards and so on. It's very common, right? It feels like if you have this really intense dancing we do every day together, you touch a lot, right? So, and that's what is of the jokes too. It was really great. I loved the part when she's like, put your hand on the bra. I have no bra. It's like, I'm sorry. It's like, and it's like, oh shit, talking about bras with this girl. And then the girl gets like, your pose is bad. Bam! Get close to it, boy. Come on, get in there! And he's like, it's really awkward. And of course he's like, this is hilarious. And I love that part. This is a great character, the Oba-san. You know, the classic pushy entourage. I love her character. What's the name? Tatami? Yeah, like that. I love her character. And she's like, we saw it early episode 1. I think this is great too because the short episode 1, we can really establish it's just like a tricky, you know, next door lady with some tricks up her sleeves. So you can see that like, putting this thing in your bag. It's like, please, it's only copy. Please return it. It's like, oh yeah, that lady, she's a tricky one. Yeah, it's like, please watch this video and come back tomorrow with it because I only have one apparently. It's like that classic. Yeah, and we see I love her ending there. It's like, that girl's pretty cute, isn't it? I mean, she's really cute. Don't you want to like touch her? It's like, I mean, dance with her, but you also touch her. Like, don't you want to do that, boy? Yeah. It's like, get in there, boy. You have a chance now. I really love that. She's coming in there, pushing in. Then she hits the Goku. Like the Goku, get them together. It's like, yeah, okay. So classic matchmaking. You know, Oba-chan, right? That was great. That was a really good part as well. I think she's a great supportive character, and it's consistent, right? I really mean so. But for episode 1, as I mentioned again there, we saw that scene with her being like, this is tricky episode. So you can expect her to be this kind of like a matchmaking, little older, like more like Oba-chan than One-chan, but you know, like 15 plus, you know, still young, but not, you know, like in their 50s, more like late 30s. So woman that likes relationship is like, this guy could be your boyfriend, or you like the girl over there, I can get you together. Yeah, you get that feeling right away. We read in episode 1 that she's that kind of matchmaking lady, right, that runs around trying to pair people up, both with dancing and off the floor, right? And then right away she's like, chance for a coupling! So he hops in there. So I love that. It's fat. That's what I expected from her to do. It's like, yes. And it's like very manipulative too. Oh, she's kind of cute, and she's around your age. You know, Banba-san over there, she's old, but this girl is cute. Get the kind of thing that, yeah, yes. So that was great, and of course, generally see everyone else around them, like the older guy. I mean, not the Latin guy, but yeah, but those guys, they're like, cute kids. that is really funny, right? So that's all good. And then of course, in the end, we get to their dance at the park, and she's crying. She's like, I'm so bad. Like, her brother is a really horrible person, right? He's always like, you suck and so on. So it's finally to meet someone that's nice to her. And I was like, yeah, I guess. And the whole sun thing was really good when they did this thing. And like, whoop, but the sun was shining at him. He's like, I could sense everything you were gonna do, woman. So that was great. However, though, the whole fall part, it was really awesome. And I expected it to happen right away. I was like, he's gonna do that. They're saving her, landing on his back, saving the girl. Very classic. That, however, did feel a little, I'm gonna say cliche, kind of meet cutie. Yeah, because episode 4's end with her falling into his face, right? It's like literally meet cutie. It's like face into, face palm the cute new girl. And then later on, when she's falling, he's like, I can save you by landing on my back. classic, very cliche and stuff. And then of course she's like, oh, when you did that, you showed that you were both skilled and a handsome, nice person. I wanna be your girl. Like, you know, it's right away she's like, I fall in love with you at that moment. It was a little like too easy, right? I mean, I liked it, but it's also very classic anime. It's like, yeah, if you meet a girl and she has an accident, and you save her for some random accident, he's gonna be your girlfriend, you know? You know, yeah, it's like every anime, right? Not every anime, of course, but a lot of anime has it, right? Where it's like, okay, you do this thing, it's a nice gesture, and bam, yeah, she's gonna love you for the rest of your life now, right? That's a little that feeling. Well, I still liked it, and I think he's a great main character. He's sacrificing for a lady. He's a very nice person, so I liked it, but it still felt a little much like, yeah, I've seen this before. I've seen this before. It's like, soon as it does thing, and I said it when I was watching it, I was like, oh yeah, she's obviously gonna like mention that time now when they're doing it in part. She'll be like, when I saw you save me there, I knew you were my man. And she's like, when you saved me there, that showed that you have the, you know, like the reactive skills a good dancer should have, and you're a nice person. So I like you like that. And I was like, please be my dance partner. I was very much like, yeah. I've seen this before. But anyway, I think it was really, really good. I would say like 9 out of 10, episode 5, 8 episode 4, yeah. Episode 5 was probably almost 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10. It was really, really good. And I definitely... Oh yeah, one thing I want to mention, forget about it, but I love that. The ending. In the ending, now, we see him dancing with Mako. I really like that. Right, the last 4 episodes, he's doing the shadow dance alone, right? And we see the different faces, like we see Suzuka, we see Hyoudo, we see himself, we see Mako, we see Gadi, right? We see the characters. But he's doing, and you see him shadowing around there alone. But now, of course, in a partner that Mako said, so clearly Mako-san there with her, really short him and so on. That was a great detail. I love that. I love those kind of details in anime when they change the ending, change the intro. That's something I generally would say is why anime is the best media. No, but seriously, because that's one thing I always lack, I feel, in like TV shows from the Western. They're really good at that. The same is even in games, like Wild Arms, come to mind, Wild Arms 3, for example. You play that game, has an intro before you start the game. That intro is changing the more characters you get, or like you have 4 characters, changes the characters. If you kill a boss, like then they change the intro to the next, you know, the next evil leader and so on. That is great. I think that's something that the Japanese production is really good in that. They know that, okay, let's change the ending here. It's awesome. I love that. It's like look at Sirikara last season and adding in new characters and opening there depending on when they, you know, get the fellowship. Great detail. I think that's very classic, you know, a very classic high production value for an anime. When someone is like, okay, we're gonna have the main character dance, he's doing the waltz, you know, he's alone, and he's shadowing, and then they're like, episode 5, he gets the girl. Okay, let's add a girl in there. Ah, nice. Now they're doing it together. Nice. I think that someone has been read. Someone did plan out that. It's a great detail, and it shows, you know, some, I would say, craftsmanship, right? How to produce it. So I'm really happy seeing that thing. It makes me think, yeah, this is a good anime because they had that. And it might sound simple, but I think that a lot of shows can do it right. And I think it's like, yeah, but this is great. Like, this is something that someone's thinking here. They probably planned it out earlier, right? They were like, okay, let's change it here. And then episode 5, change it again. Like, yeah. And then maybe if you get Suzuka or something as a partner eventually or something like that, you're gonna change the girl he's doing the shadow with, right? Probably. So like, I was like, yeah, it's really impressive. So that was a great detail at the end. So I really don't mention that. And also emphasize again then, episode 5 was like, feels like the end, they reached kind of the last episode of, I don't want to call it, like episode 5 I would say is a change, and then at the end of episode 5 it's like the first early, it's over now. So episode 1 to 5 was like, okay, this guy is gonna get into dancing, and episode 6 would be like, no, he has a partner, and now it's like, I feel like that actually also shows that, like half episode 5, especially David the Park, there's the kind of like the end of the early storyline, and now it's like the mid game, whatever, right? Now we change to the next phase, like part 2. Now he has a girl / maybe girlfriend, I don't know, but yeah, like that kind of thing. How that's gonna go, right? So I think that also shows that with the anime. So I think that was really good. So anyway, I see you guys 2 weeks maybe with this anime. I think 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah. So anyway, have a great day, and yeah.